Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the game show where you are always aiming for the lowest score. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, I'm Basil. This is my son Giles. He's from Birmingham and I'm from West Sussex.
Couple number two.
Hello, I'm Brian and this is my daughter Gemma and we're from Crowthorne in Berkshire.
Couple number three.
Hello, I'm Jeff and this is Patrick and we're friends from Nottingham.
Couple number four.
Hi, I'm Rachel. This is my husband Michael and we're from Wandsworth in South London.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks very much, all of you. We'll find out more about you throughout the show as it goes along. So that just leaves one more person for me to introduce, a bespectacled ball of string guiding our brave warriors through a terrifying labyrinth of facts while hoping to avoid the man-eating minotaur of ignorance. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard. Wow.
Hi, everybody. Hiya.
You would say if these weren't long enough, these introductions.
I was going to say that might be the longest yet. That might be a new record. It's nice, though. I like it.
OK, it'll do.
Now, what a show last time. Really high-quality stuff. We've got two pairs who were in it last time who were very, very strong. Rachel and Michael, very good, but got knocked out in round two. That's how strong a show it was. And Patrick and Jeff, who got all the way through to their head-to-head. But best of all, Barry and Dave, who were amazing in that final round. Two pointless answers, $7.5 grand, back up to Liverpool.
Yep.
Good news, yeah? But, you know, genuinely earned it. They did terrifically well all the way through the show. But there's two very strong pairs there on podium 3 and podium 4. Should be very strong. Round 1 is the sort of thing that would just drive me mad if it came up. It's something some people might breeze it, but to me it's the sort of thing where I look at it, I just go, oh no. Oh. You'll have to look up at the ceiling a couple of times for this next round.
Good luck, everyone. Now, as usual, all of today's questions have been asked to 100 people before the show, and our contestants here are looking for the answers that those 100 people couldn't get. If you find a pointless answer, an answer nobody got, we will add £250 to the jackpot. Now, as you've gathered, Barry and Dave won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot starts off back at £1,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. OK, the pair with the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated, and remember, there is to be no conferring during the round itself. OK, our first category today is time zones. Time zones as a collective sigh from 8 people. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second?
You go first.
And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many countries whose capital cities reached the new year before London as they could. Richard.
Yeah, essentially just a complicated way of saying looking for any countries that are ahead of the United Kingdom at the 31st of December. So any countries whose time zone is ahead of the United Kingdom. As always, by country, we mean a sovereign state that is a member of the UN in its own right.
Thanks very much indeed. Now then, Basil and Giles, you all drew lots before the show, and today you are going to go first. Giles, welcome to Pointless.
Thank you.
Great to have you here, down from Birmingham.
Yes.
What do you do up in Birmingham?
I work as a retail insight manager for a large retail company.
And what do you do in your spare time?
My number one thing is actually spending time with my new daughter, but my personal thing that I love doing is going to the cinema.
Lovely. That's wonderful. How young is your daughter?
She's about 22 months at the moment.
Oh, wonderful. Well, congratulations. Now then, Giles, how do you feel about time zones?
I don't know. I think there's lots of answers.
I'm going to guess yes, there are.
There are. I will say the Philippines.
The Philippines, says Giles. The Philippines. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. Is right. Good answer, 6. Great start to the round, Giles. Very well done. Philippines, Rich.
Well played, Giles. Yeah, Manila, capital of the Philippines, about 8 hours ahead of London.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Brian, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. Brian, where are you from?
Crowthorne in Berkshire.
That's right. And what do you do there?
I'm a procurement manager for a company close by and I'm also a student landlord.
That's quite fun.
Yes.
Yes. Do you have a management company that deals with them, or do you deal direct? I see. Do they like you, Brian?
They love me.
Will they be watching now?
They don't know I'm on. But they might do by the time it shows.
OK, excellent. Now then, Brian, this is, I mean, how's your geography? I mean, this is essentially a world geography question, really, isn't it?
I think it's going to be OK. I'm going to go for Western Samoa.
Western Samoa, says Brian. Let's see if Western Samoa's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Oh, no! Oh, Brian. I'm afraid Western Samoa, an incorrect answer, scores you the maximum of 100 points.
I can't go home now.
Yeah, the oldest trap in the Pointless book there, not a country, Western Samoa, I'm afraid.
Yeah. OK, now, Jeff.
Hello.
Welcome back. Now, last time, head-to-head.
Yes.
But then what happened?
Madness ensued, and just lost it, unfortunately.
That's right, but you knew a really nice low-scoring answer.
Yes, I did.
That might have kept you in the game, might have seen you through to the final.
Indeed.
We discovered last time you're an artist.
Yes.
And what do you do in your spare time?
Well, I paint as a hobby as well, which seems odd, but...
That sounds like just working full-time at being an artist.
different medium.
Yeah, oh, I see. Wow, so for a break from work, you paint in acrylics?
Yes. And also walking, cinema,
I
the
see.
usual suspects.
OK, now, how do you fancy your chances on geography?
Well, not bad. I think I'll plump for Vietnam.
Vietnam, says Jeff. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Vietnam. He's right. Well, 6 is our lowest score so far. Vietnam equals 6. Well done, Jeff.
Well played, Jeff. Hanoi's 7 hours ahead of London. They have their New Year's Eve the same day as Chinese New Year, so which I think is the 31st of January in 2014.
Thanks, Richard. Rachel.
Hi.
Now then, it was round 2 last time, Rachel.
It was that
Yeah.
pesky Florence Nightingale.
Yeah, I know. What do you do, Rachel? Remind us.
I work for an education charity in marketing and fundraising.
That's right. And what do you like getting up to?
In my spare time, I'm a big foodie and I'm also really into crafts. So I do a lot of crochet and some more unusual crafts.
What are the more unusual ones?
So we have a cat that we both dote on, and we talk about him so much that my sister-in-law bought me a book called Crafting with Cat Hair. But the joke was on her because I made her something first.
Out of cat hair?
Yep.
From your cat?
Yep.
How much of that had been spat up by your cat?
None of it.
Okay.
It was all harvested cleanly with a brush.
Harvested.
It's a good word, isn't it?
Isn't it? But there's not a lot of fur on a cat. Is it very long
He's
furred?
very fluffy.
OK.
Yeah.
Well, he was very fluffy.
Yeah, he's a bit bald
Bit
patches
threadbare
now.
now. OK, now then, Rachel, how's your world geography? We'll discover.
Yeah, geography's not my strongest subject, but I think I've got an answer.
OK.
I'm going to go for Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, says Rachel. Kazakhstan. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Very well done. It's right. Now then, 6 is the lowest we've gone so far. I wonder if Kazakhstan will take us below that. Oh, you equal 6. Very well done.
Well played, Rachel. Astana is 6 hours ahead of us. I mean, obviously, we're looking at the 31st of December here, but their New Year is the date of the spring equinox. That's the Kazakh New Year.
Thanks very much, Richard. OK, well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. Only 2 scores between the 4 pairs. 6, 6 and 6. So very well done. Giles and Basil, Jeff and Patrick, and Rachel and Michael all on 6, all looking equally strong. I'm sorry, Brian and Gemma. There you are on 100. Now, Gemma, who knows what might happen? But if there is a scenario in which you will go through, it'll involve you scoring 5 or less.
OK.
And one of these fine people scoring 100. That's the only way I can see it happening. Best of luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, now, Michael, welcome back.
Hello.
Welcome back. Now, remind us what you do, Michael.
I work in sales and marketing.
But we also discovered last time that you and Rachel run a quiz night for a film quiz.
That's right.
How long have you done that for?
Well, Rachel actually founded it, I think, 6 or 7 years ago, and I've been involved since we met 5 years ago.
How do you feel about time zones?
It's not one of my stronger suits, but I was actually thinking along the same lines as Rachel. So I'm going to say Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan. Rachel likes that. And if it can score you 93 or less, you are definitely through to the next round. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Turkmenistan. There's your red line. It's right, you're through. Let's see if we can break this 6 thing. 4! You've broken the 6 thing. Well done, Michael. Takes your total up to a nice round 10.
Well played, very good work on podium 4. The Ashgabat is the capital of Turkmenistan. It's 5 hours ahead of London. They celebrate New Year's Eve on the same day we do.
By coincidence, you have been counting down the hours to London with each successive correct answer.
Yeah, it's gone
8765,
isn't it?
Do you think we can keep that up?
4, 3, 2. That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Thanks very much. OK, now, Patrick, welcome back. Remind us what you do, Patrick.
I'm a retired psychology teacher.
But also mad keen on the Amdram.
Yes, one of the things I like to do. I'm also in an organisation called the U3A.
Oh, are you?
Yes, the University of the Third Age, particularly the wine tasting group.
That is one of the best faculties of the U3A, I'd have thought. Do you get together with all the other wine faculty people?
No, we just drink wine together.
You
happily.
You taste wine. You don't drink. You don't taste wine, right?
You taste
No,
it?
we drink it.
Do you eat those sort of table water crackers between sips?
Yes, loads of those.
Yeah. Very good. OK, there you are on 6. Again, you need 93 or less, Patrick.
Right, I was thinking of going down the same kind of route as podium 4, but I think I'll go for the newest country, which is South Sudan.
South Sudan. South Sudan, says Patrick. Here's your red line. Let's see if you can get below that with South Sudan. Also, let's see if you can find a nice new low score for us. 4 is our current low score. South Sudan, how many people said it? You're through. There we are. Very well done indeed, Patrick. A pointless answer. That adds £250 to today's jackpot. Takes the total up to £1,250. It scores you nothing, and it leaves your total at an impeccably low 6. Very well done indeed, Patrick.
Well done, Patrick. All we need now is for Juba, the capital of South Sudan, to be 4 hours ahead of London.
Is it?
It's 3 hours. What are you doing?
Take the money back. Money back. Thanks very much indeed. Now, Gemma. Oh, but Gemma, it's beginning to look quite ominous, this, isn't it? This inconvenient number on your podium there. 100, it says. Gemma, welcome to the show. It's lovely of you to bring your dad along. What do you do?
I'm a freelance designer.
What kind of things do you design?
I specialise in printed interiors.
And when you're not doing that, what do you like to get up to?
I'm quite sporty. I'm very active. I row for my local rowing club. I studied in Cornwall, so I surf a lot too. So, yeah.
How's your world geography, Gemma?
I'm not great, but we'll see. Proof's in the pudding, yes.
OK.
I'm going to go for, I may as well say, Belarus.
Belarus,
Yes.
says Gemma. Belarus. No red line for you, you're the high scorers, but let's see how many of our 100 people said Belarus. It's right.
You're welcome.
3! Gemma? That could be good enough. 103 is your total.
Yeah.
You are still potentially in the game.
And that's 3 hours ahead of London as well. So we are actually going in the, we haven't gone backwards in time at any point. We haven't invented a time vortex yet.
Thanks. Now then, Basil, welcome. Great to have you here. Where are you from, Basil?
From Burgess Hill in Sussex.
Don't even start. No, we've talked about this before, Basil and I. It's fine. There's an entente.
Really?
The Haywards-Heath Burgess Hill rivalry.
Do you know what? I know why it's suspended, because they are Fulham season ticket holders.
They are, exactly. That, to me, counts. It was like the pH was perfectly balanced there. So it's from Burgess Hill, but so we had a nice... We were about to have a fight.
Yeah. I saw you squaring
about
up.
which is better, Haywards-Heath or Burgess Hill, which is Haywards-Heath. But then Basil mentioned he's a Fulham fan, so we talked about that instead. And that's nice. It brings people together.
It does.
Interestingly, Burgess Hill is 15 years behind Haywards-Heath in its time zone.
Thanks very much. Now, Basil, how is your geography? You have to score 96 or less to stay in the game. And if you can do it with a place that's only 2 hours ahead of London, that'd be wonderful.
I'm going to say Nepal.
Nepal, says Basil. Nepal. Let's see if Nepal's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Nepal. There's your red line, Basil. It's right, and you're through. Very well done indeed. 2 for Nepal. Takes your total up to 8. Very well done. Worth waiting for, Basil.
Well played, Basil. It's a terrific answer. Yeah, let's take a look at the pointless answers. There's loads of them. There's absolutely loads. A lot of African countries as well. Bahrain, Botswana, Burundi. All of those would have been pointless. Our old friend, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Liechtenstein. That would have been there, I think, an hour or 2 hours ahead of us. Mozambique, San Marino, Somalia. You could have had Andorra, Angola, Benin, Cameroon, Chad, Comoros, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Gabon, Kuwait, Lesotho, Malawi, Mauritius, Monaco, Tunisia, Uganda, UAE, Zambia, Zimbabwe. There's hundreds and hundreds of... well, it's not hundreds. That's ridiculous. Not hundreds and hundreds of countries. But there's lots and lots of pointless answers. Let's take a look at the top scoring answers, the ones that most of our 100 people said. China would have scored you 42. New Zealand would have scored you 44. And Australia would have scored you 61. I think lots of us have relatives in Australia, so we're very aware of how far ahead or behind they are.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Well, at the end of our first round, the pair who are heading home with their high score of 103. I'm sorry, Brian and Gemma, it is you. Oh, dear, Western Samoa, Brian. Oh, it's done for you. It was a very low-scoring round, that, though. Look, only just into double figures with Michael and Rachel there. But, yeah, and a fantastic low score from you, Gemma. Let us not forget. Good news is, though, Gemma and Brian, we will see you again next time. We look forward to that very much indeed. But meantime, thanks very much for playing, Gemma and Brian. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. So, 3 pairs remain. Obviously, at the end of this round, we'll be saying goodbye to another pair in time for our head-to-head round. Well, very well done. Patrick and Jeff, not only our lowest-scoring pair, but also, Patrick, you had a pointless answer there, so very well done. The bar's been set high or low? I'm not quite sure how we put that, but the bar's been set anyway, one way or another. Very, very best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is UK Top 40 Singles. UK Top 40 Singles. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns mamas and papas. Mamas and papas, Richard.
On each pass, we're going to show you the names of 6 UK Top 40 singles which have the word mama or papa in their title. We need you to tell us who had a hit with them in the year shown. It's going to be 12 in all to have a go at home, so very, very best of luck.
OK, so we're looking for the acts who had hits in the years shown with these songs featuring the word mama and papa, and here's our first board of 6. Mama, 1966. Mama Do the Hump, 2011. Mama Told Me Not to Come, 2000. Take Your Mama, 2004. Papa Loves Mambo, 1954. And Papa Was a Rolling Stone, 1973. I'll read those all one last time. Mama, 1966. Mama Do the Hump, 2011. Mama Told Me Not to Come, 2000. Take Your Mama, 2004. Papa Loves Mambo, 1954, and Papa Was a Rolling Stone, 1973. There we are. 6 tracks with Mama or Papa in their title. Giles.
I will go for Mama Do the Hump, which I believe is Rizzle Kicks.
Rizzle Kicks, says Giles, for Mama Do the Hump, and if it's right, let's see how many people said it. It is Rizzle Kicks. 15. Well done, Giles. 15 for Rizzle Kicks, very well done.
Number 2 hit from 2011 now. I'm not sure I'll ever tire of saying the word Rizzle Kicks.
It's just great.
It's a great name, isn't it?
Isn't it? Now then, Jeff. Are you happy with our selection of mamas and papas here?
I think I've heard most of them, but I'm not entirely sure of the artists involved. Yeah. That's the trouble. I'm going to go for Take Your Mama and Scissor Sisters.
Scissor Sisters, says Jeff. Take Your Mama. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. 20. 20 for Scissor Sisters. Rich.
From 2004, well played, Jeff. Do you remember when we met the Scissor Sisters?
Yeah, they were lovely, weren't they?
Were nice,
they were what a nice bunch.
Both. I couldn't believe they were sisters.
No, no. Rachel, Rachel, you're the last person to have this board. Do you fancy talking us through it?
Oh, I'm not sure I can. I don't know what Mama is. I don't know who did that. I think Mama told me not to come as Tom Jones. Papa Loves Mambo, I think might have been Dean Martin. I only know Tom Jones, and I think that'll be really high anyway, so I'm going to have a bash at Dean Martin for Papa Loves Mambo.
Papa Loves Mambo, Dean Martin, says Rachel. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Dean Martin. Oh no, bad luck!
Sorry.
Bad luck, I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you the maximum of 100 points.
Sorry, Rachel, it is a crooner, but it's Perry Como, I'm afraid. Would have scored you 1 point as well, would have been terrific. Dean Martin did Mambo Italiano.
Oh, that's what, yeah.
Exactly. And if you'd said Tom Jones from Mama Told Me Not to Come, would have been a right answer, would have scored 33 points. Tom Jones and the Stereophonics, but we would have taken Tom Jones. Mama, up the top, it's by Dave Berry. Very well done if you said that, because you just got yourself a pointless answer. Terrific work. And Papa Was a Rolling Stone. It's the Temptations. Temptations, and would have scored you 16.
Thanks very much, Richard. OK, well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. Very well done. Giles on 15 there. That puts you and your father in a strong position. Then up to 20, where we find Jeff and Patrick. And then we travel up to 100, Rachel and Michael. Who knows what the next board's going to be like, but Michael, you will get the first bite at it. So, yeah, use it well. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 6 more Mamas and Papas songs up on the board, and here they are. Mama Do, 2009. Look Mama, 1985. Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, 1965. Papa Don't Preach, 1986. Hey Mama, 2004. And Mama Never Told Me, 1975. I'll read those all one last time. Mama Do, 2009. Look Mama, 1985. Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, 1965. Papa Don't Preach, 1986. Hey Mama, 2004. Mama Never Told Me, 1975. Now remember, we are looking for the acts who had hits in the years shown with these songs. Michael, you're going to try and find the lowest scorer on that board.
OK.
How do you find that board?
Not great. There's one I definitely know, and one I think I know. So I'm going to say Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, James Brown.
James Brown, Papa's Got a Brand New Bag. Let's see if that's right. No red line for you as you're the high scorer, but let's see how many people said James Brown. It's absolutely right. 20. 120.
Well played, Michael. Still in it by the skin of your teeth, yeah. James Brown and the Famous Flames. It was their first ever top 40 hit.
Thanks very much, Richard. Now, Patrick, how are you feeling about this board?
There's only one I know. I thought it was James Brown for Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, but because of the situation we're in, I'm going to go for Madonna, Papa Don't Preach.
Papa Don't Preach, Madonna. You have to score 99 or less. If you can do that, you're in the head-to-head. There's your red line. Let's see how many people said Madonna. It's right. 87. Whee, that's good enough, though. 107 is your total. You are in the head-to-head.
Her second #1 single, that's Damage Limitations. All you had to do, Patrick. Well played.
Thanks very much. Now then, Basil. Good news. You are through to the head-to-head. Even if you score 100 points, you won't overtake the high score of Michael and Rachel. Having said that, do you want to take us through the board?
Oh, I would if I could, but I can't. I haven't got any idea about any of them, so I'll have to have a guess at the last one and say that was, I don't know, the Eagles.
Mama Never Told Me, the Eagles. No red line. Let's see if it's right, though. How many people said the Eagles if it is? No. An incorrect answer scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 115. Actually, really quite close scores in the end, but you are through.
Yeah, it's a killer board, that one, Basil, I have to say. Mama Do was Pixie Lot. Some people would have got that, would have scored you 11 points. Look Mama, it's a pointless answer, and it was a top 10 single for Howard Jones. Hey Mama from 2004 is the Black Eyed Peas. That would have scored you 11. And Mama Never Told Me it wasn't the Eagles, it was Sister Sledge. Would have scored you 4 points. Very well done if you survived that round.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our second round, the pair who are heading home with a high score of 120, it's Michael and Rachel. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a tough board. Papa Loves Man, but do you know what? When you said Dean Martin, I was thinking, oh, I think that's right.
Yeah.
I was sure it was Dean Martin.
I thought it was, and I thought Tom Jones would be really high, so never mind.
Sorry. Anyway, Michael and Rachel, it's been lovely having you on the show. I'm sorry we have to say goodbye to you now, but thanks so much for playing. Michael and Rachel.
Thank you.
But for the remaining two pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Patrick and Jeff, Basil and Giles. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,250. Now, we have to decide who's going to play for that money, and to do that, you are now going to go head-to-head. The difference is you're now allowed to confer as a pair, and the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Well, I think this is going to be very, very close indeed. Patrick and Jeff, you've been here before. You were head-to-headers last time, but you are up against Basil and Giles. They were very, very close to you, particularly in that first round. So, yes, I think now you can both confer this will be extremely tight. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. OK, here comes your first question, and it concerns Charles Dickens novels. Charles Dickens novels, Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 pictures of famous people now. All of them have a name, a first name or a surname that appears in the title of a Charles Dickens novel. Can you tell us the title of that novel, please?
Thanks very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 famous people, and here they come. We've got A, B, C, D, and E. There we are. 5 famous people who share one of their names with the title of a Charles Dickens novel. Now, Patrick and Jeff, you've played best throughout the show so far, so you will go first.
Martin Chuzzlewit.
That's a cool one. Yeah.
That's Little from Little and Large.
Is it really?
Yes.
Little
Dorrit.
Okay. We're going to go for E, Little Dorrit.
Little Dorrit. Say Patrick and Jeff for E, Little Dorrit. Now, Basil and Giles, do you want to talk us through the rest of the board and supply the answers?
Well, I think A is Nicholas Lyndhurst, so I guess that's Nicholas Nickleby. Jamie Oliver Twist. C is Martin Freeman, but I can't put my hand on the Dickens novel at the moment. And D, I think, is Edwin van der Sar. I think the book is The Mystery of Edwin Drood.
Yeah, well, Martin Chuzzlewit is C. Martin Chuzzlewit might be the better answer.
Yeah.
Martin Chuzzlewit?
Yeah.
Martin Chuzzlewit.
For C.
OK, C, Martin Chuzzlewit. So we have Little Dorrit and we have Martin Chuzzlewit. Patrick and Jeff said Little Dorrit. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right. Ooh, very well done. 11. 11 for Little Dorrit. Now then, Basil and Giles have said C, Martin Chuzzlewit. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Martin Chuzzlewit. Is right. $23 for Martin Chuzzlewit. Well done, Patrick and Jeff. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah, Sid Little and Martin Freeman there. Now, gents, Basil and Giles, you did the hard work of recognising Edwin van der Sar, who, of course, played for Fulham for many seasons. What do we know about Edwin van der Sar? You can always trust him. Always trust Edwin van der Sar. He won't let you down. He wouldn't have let you down here either, because it would have won you the point. So it is The Mystery of Edwin Drood, and would have been 5 points. Best answer on the board. We've heard the other two. Nicholas Nickleby, that's Nicholas Lyndhurst, of course, would have scored you 41. And Jamie Oliver Twist would have scored you 50.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So here comes your second question. Basil and Giles, you have to win this one to stay in the game. Best of luck. It concerns William Hague. William Hague, Richard.
Yeah, I was trying to work out what would be more exciting, around about Evel Knievel or around about William Hague, and I went with William Hague. We're going to show you 5 clues now to facts about William Hague. Can you give us the most obscure answer?
Thanks very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 clues, and here they come. We've got, he succeeded this politician as leader of the Conservative Party. This was his first cabinet position. He made his first speech to a Tory conference at this age. He lost to this Labour leader in the 2001 general election. And the first name of his wife. I'll read those all one last time. He succeeded this politician as leader of the Conservative Party. This was his first cabinet position. He made his first speech to a Tory conference at this age. Lost to this Labour leader at the 2001 general election. And the first name of his wife. Basil and Giles will go first.
We're going to go with the first cabinet position, Secretary of State for Wales.
Secretary of State for Wales, say Basil and Giles. Now then, Patrick and Jeff.
OK.
The board is all yours.
Right. I'm not sure about the leader. We think he made his first speech at the age of 16. He lost to Tony Blair. We don't know the name of his wife. We're going to go for the age. We'll say he was 16.
16 when he addressed the Tory conference for the first time. OK, so Basil and Giles have said Welsh Secretary, Secretary of State for Wales. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Is right. Very well done indeed. 3 for that.
Nice one.
Patrick and Jeff, meanwhile, have said he was aged 16 when he made his first speech at a Tory conference. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. Is right. "17. Well done, Basil and Giles. Back in the game. After 2 questions, it's 1-all.
Yes, the best answer on the board. You knew the best answer on the last board. You actually gave us the best answer this time. Now, succeeded this politician. They had a lot of leaders in quick succession, the Tories. He actually succeeded John Major. Would have scored you 20 points. Lost to Tony Blair, as you say. That would have scored you 36. And the first name of his wife is Fionn. Would have scored you 15 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So here comes your third question, the decider. Whoever wins this goes through to the final and plays for the jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. It concerns S Club 7 singles. Richard.
You know what? We've done Dickens, haven't we? We've done Tory politics. It's been a terrific head-to-head, genuinely. You've both been great pairs. What better way to decide it than with the coin toss that is 5 S Club 7 singles, but only in initial form? OK, can you unscramble these? Can you work out the most obscure S Club 7 single? I genuinely wish both teams the very best of luck.
Thanks very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 S Club 7 singles, and here they come. BIAB 1999, HYE 2001, DSM 2001, TIAM 1999, and NHADCT 2000. I'll read those all one last time. BIAB 1999, HYE 2001, DSM 2001, TIAM 1999, and NHADCT 2000. Patrick and Jeff will go first.
It's been lovely being here. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, not really a clue at all. So this really is a toss of a coin. What about Don't Stop Me, 2001?
Try that.
I can't. That's all I can think of. What about Don't Stop Me, 2001?
Don't Stop Me, 2001, say Patrick and Jeff. Now, Basil and Giles.
I was going to go for the same one, but I think it's something different. I think it's Don't Stop Moving.
Don't Stop Moving, say Basil and Giles. Don't Stop Moving. OK, Patrick and Jeff have gone for Don't Stop Me. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Oh, it's not right, which means, Basil and Giles, you merely have to be correct with Don't Stop Moving, and you are through to the final. Let's see if you are right. You're right. Very well done. Through you go. 35. 35, which means Basil and Giles, after 3 questions, are through to the final 2-1.
Terrific work, Basil and Giles. Very well played. Unlucky, guys. It's a tough last question to have. 4 of these singles were number 1, and the other one was number 2. So they were very, very big, S Club 7. BIAB is Bring It All Back. That would have scored you 22. Then Have You Ever? Slightly lower score. That would have scored you 10 points. 2 in a Million That was their number 2 single. They were Slipping. Would have scored you 5. And Never Had a Dream Come True would have scored you 20 points. I love the fact we've got an S Club 7 round. We don't even have Reach for the Stars on it. That's how,
great.
That's how obscure we're getting.
Yeah, it's good. Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Patrick and Jeff. Well, congratulations. You've been head-to-headers in both appearances on Pointless, and you went from being the higher scorers to the lower scorers, which was excellent. A really strong performance in this head-to-head. That could have gone either way, the coin toss. I love that it even came down just to one song. Both of you could just about go for one, and Basil and Giles, as it turns out, got it right. But Patrick and Jeff, we've loved having you here. Thanks so much for playing. Great contestants. Patrick and Jeff. But for Basil and Giles, it's now time for our Pointless final. Congratulations, Basil and Giles. You've fought off all the competition and you've won our coveted Pointless trophy, so very well done. You now have a chance to win our Pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £1,250. Well, you've done very well. A triumph for Burgess Hill. A triumph for Fulham. Actually, do you know, it would have been a quicker triumph for Fulham if you'd gone with Edwin van der Sar. You should have had more faith in Giles, Basil.
I should.
You should have. What would you like to see come up this round?
Probably sport, personally, or movies.
Or American history, that would be good.
Or American history. OK. Well, Basil, listen to Giles.
I will.
Now, as always, you get to choose your category. Here are your 4 options. They are modern female novelists, important figures during Elizabeth II's reign, cult movie musicals, and Scottish sport.
Yeah, when I said movies and sport, that wasn't quite what I meant. Elizabeth II?
Elizabeth II's reign.
Elizabeth II's reign it is, Richard.
OK, very best of luck, guys. Got 3 different options now. We're looking for the name of anyone who has been Pope during the reign of Elizabeth II, so from February 1952 all the way through to August 2013. We're looking for anyone who's been the head of the British Army, that's a professional head of the British Army during her reign, or any governor of the Bank of England during her reign. So any Pope, head of the British Army, or governor of the Bank of England during the reign of Elizabeth II. Very, very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that jackpot is to find just one pointless answer among them. Now, remember, the answers you provide can come from any of these categories, and how you spread them across the categories is entirely down to you. They could all be popes, they could all be Banks of England, or there could be one from each. It's entirely up to you how you spread them. Are you ready?
Yes.
OK, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Popes, John 23rd, John Paul I, John Paul II, Paul VI. We can go with a couple of those.
Yeah.
Army, got no idea.
Mike Jackson, I think, is the only one I can
Was he the head of
think he was head of the British Army.
OK. Governors of the Bank, Eddie George.
Eddie George.
Who was before then? Going back a bit, can't remember.
No, I don't remember.
He was appointed by Brown, wasn't he? So
Yeah.
you've got to go older to get any decent one there. Well, let's go with 2 popes.
And General Mike Jackson, yeah.
So let's go with Paul VI, people forget about him. Let's go with John 23rd.
Yeah, OK.
OK, you're happy?
Yeah.
We will stop the clock. Very well done indeed. So what are your 3 answers going to be?
Paul VI.
Paul VI.
John 23rd.
John the 23rd.
And General Mike Jackson.
And General Mike Jackson. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Paul VI.
Paul VI.
Paul VI. You're least likely to be pointless?
John
General Mike Jackson.
Mike Jackson will put first.
Yeah.
And the other fellow will put in the middle. OK, let's pop those up on the board in that order. And here they are. We've got Mike Jackson, we've got John the 23rd, and we've got Paul VI. Well, very, very best of luck. 3 very good answers up there. Now, only one of these answers has to be pointless, remember, for you to win that jackpot of £1,250. If you were to win it, Basil, what would you do with your split?
Spend it on the grandchildren.
Very good. Giles?
I'm hopeless at DIY, so I'd probably get someone in to finish off those bits and bobs around the house.
That you've half done?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
You want to see it too. I've seen them half done.
OK, well, best of luck. In the first case, we were looking for heads of the British Army, and you've gone for General Sir Mike Jackson. Let's see if that's right. If it is right, and if it's pointless, it will win you that jackpot. So for £1,250, let's see if it's pointless. Well, it's a correct answer. If this goes all the way down to 0, you leave here with £1,250. Down it goes through the teens into single figures, still going down. Down it goes. 3 for Mike Jackson.
Good try, very good try.
That is a great answer. Lovely low score. Unfortunately, we are only interested in pointless answers in this final round, so not a pointless answer. Only 2 more shots at today's jackpot. Your next answer is John the 23rd. In this case, we were looking for popes during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Again, this has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot, so for £1,250. Let's see how many people said John the 23rd. It's right. Your first answer was Mike Jackson, which took us all the way down to 3. John, the 23rd, now taking us down through the teens, into single figures, still going down, down it goes, 2. 2. For John, the 23rd. Now, it's all moving in the right direction. This is all very, very promising. Only 1 more shot at today's jackpot. Everything is now riding on your third and final answer, Paul VI. Now, Basil, you said everyone always forgets Paul VI. Poor Paul VI. I'm delighted that we're remembering him today. Obviously, this has to be correct, then it has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot, so for £1,250. Let's see how many people said Paul VI. Is it a pointless answer? It's right. So your first answer, Mike Jackson, took us down to 3. Your second answer, John the 23rd, took us down to 2. Paul VI, your third answer, is now taking us down through the single figures. Down it goes, down it goes. You've done it! Very well done indeed! Brilliant answer. Very well done. Excellent. Well, congratulations. Paul VI was a pointless answer, which means you go home with that jackpot of £1,250. But even better than that, you ordered it so perfectly. You put them in the right order. We had 3, then down to 2, and then down to pointless. So double congratulations.
Wait till I tell my parish priest, he'll love that.
Yeah. Very well done. Basil and Giles, fantastic winners there.
Congratulations, gents. Very, very well played. Played brilliantly from the start. Great to see a couple of Fulham fans winning as well. But as you enjoy spending that money, spending it on the grandkids and the DIY, you must remember that it's all down to Giles's S Club 7 knowledge.
Absolutely.
You mustn't ever forget. Let's take a look at the pointless answers in the different categories. Only 2 popes up there. And they were Paul VI and Pius XII, also would have been a pointless answer. For the heads of the British Army, I'll just go through the people who did score points. There's a lot of heads, but only Mike Jackson and Richard Dannett scored any points at all. So if you said any others, very well played. And let's take a look at the governors of the Bank of England. A couple of names you recognise here. Well, there's Cameron Cobbold, then there's Gordon Richardson, who was there during the 70s and 80s, Robin Lee Pemberton, who followed him, and Roland Baring. Very, very well done if you've got any of those at home. Congratulations in the studio.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, thanks once again to our winning players, Basil and Giles, who go away with today's jackpot of £1,250. Very well done. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.